The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Admiral Zix Thera's 4 eyes focused on the holographic display. The blue-skinned Sithari's gill slits fluttered with anxiety as she reviewed the data for the 3rd time. Around the circular chamber, representatives from 12 species shifted uncomfortably in their specialized seats. "The experiment has concluded," she announced, her voice carrying the weight of cosmic judgment. "After 1,000 rotations, we must assess what we have created." Elder Morven of the crystalline Vorthak spoke first, his body chiming like broken glass. "The parameters were set according to our strictest protocols. No species in galactic history has faced such systematic adversity." "Remind us of the trials," requested Ambassador Keltar, her reptilian features betraying unusual nervousness. Zixathara manipulated the hologram, displaying a blue marble suspended in space. "Terra 3, designation Earth. We began with natural disasters, volcanic eruptions, ice ages, asteroid impacts that should have ended them. They survived each one." The display shifted, showing primitive humans huddled around fires. "We introduced predators, diseases, resource scarcity. We watched them develop tools, agriculture, civilization. Still they thrived. Then came the cultural trials," continued Elder Morven. "We seeded their development with conflicting ideologies, religious differences, tribal divisions. We expected fragmentation. The hologram now showed vast armies clashing across continents. Instead, they refined warfare into an art form. Each conflict made them stronger, more adaptive. Their capacity for both cooperation and competition exceeded all projections." Ambassador Keltar's tail lashed nervously. "The technological phase produced concerning results." "Indeed," Zixathara's voice grew somber. "We introduced nuclear fission expecting self-destruction. They built weapons, yes, but also power plants. We gave them fossil fuels expecting ecological collapse. They began developing renewable alternatives just as the crisis peaked." The Terthan representative, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, pulsed with agitation. "Show them the recent data." The hologram zoomed to Earth's surface, revealing sprawling cities connected by gleaming transport networks. "In the past 50 rotations alone, they've achieved quantum computing, genetic engineering, and rudimentary space travel. Their population has stabilized despite our resource limitations." "That's not what concerns us most," Elder Morven chimed ominously. The display shifted to show massive space installations orbiting Earth. 3 rotations ago, they achieved fusion power. 2 rotations ago, they began terraforming their moon. 1 rotation ago. Zixthera paused, her gill slits closing completely. 1 rotation ago, they detected our observation stations. A collective gasp echoed through the chamber. The Zarathi representative, resembling a massive praying mantis, clicked his mandibles frantically. "Impossible. Our cloaking technology is millennia beyond their capabilities." "Show them the transmission," ordered the energy being. The hologram dissolved, replaced by the image of a human female with graying hair and determined eyes. Her words filled the chamber in perfect galactic standard. "To our watchers in the void, we know you're there. We've known for some time. Your tests have made us stronger, and for that we thank you. But the examination period is over." The human's expression hardened. "We've survived ice ages and plagues, wars and famines, our own worst impulses and the cruelest tricks of physics. We've learned that survival isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about growing through it." She leaned forward, her gaze seeming to pierce through the hologram directly at the council members. "You wanted to see what humanity could become under pressure. Look around your own worlds. Look at your perfect climate-controlled cities, your conflict-free societies, your sanitized existence. When did any of you last face a challenge that truly tested your species' limits?" The transmission continued as several council members began to fidget. "We have a proposition. End your observations and meet us as equals. We believe the galaxy could benefit from what we've learned about growth through adversity." Or, the human smiled, and something predatory flickered in her expression. Continue watching from the shadows and learn what happens when a species shaped by trial decides it's tired of being tested. The transmission ended. Silence stretched across the chamber like a held breath. Finally, the Zarathi spoke. Their fusion technology has advanced beyond our initial projections. Military applications are significant. It's not their weapons that concern me, whispered Ambassador Keltar. It's their adaptability. Every trial we set made them more resilient, more innovative, more... She struggled for the word. Dangerous, completed Elder Morven. We sought to create the perfect subject for observation. Instead, we've forged something unprecedented. Admiral Zixthera studied the data streams flowing across her console. Human ships were already moving beyond their solar system, their technology advancing exponentially. The question before us is simple. Do we continue the experiment, or do we acknowledge what we've created? The Turthan energy being pulsed thoughtfully. In our arrogance, we believed we were testing them. In reality, they were learning from us. Every obstacle revealed new possibilities. Every hardship taught new lessons. They've turned suffering into strength, Zixthara murmured. Uncertainty into opportunity. Challenge into growth. We've spent millennia avoiding the very experiences that made them formidable. Elder Morven's crystalline form chimed with what sounded like regret. We shaped them through trial. Now they offer to teach us what they've learned. The irony is perfect. The vote was unanimous. The observation stations would be recalled. First contact would be initiated. And the Galactic Council would prepare to learn from the species they had inadvertently created through their harshest trials. As the chamber emptied, Admiral Zixthera remained, staring at the holographic Earth. They had wanted to test humanity's limits. Instead, humanity had shown them that some species don't break under pressure. They forged themselves into something stronger. The experiment was over. Real challenge was just beginning.